years. How?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with the usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala.
The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
Do we need to go to the peace talks? The Empress must have personal guards. We could just warn her she's in danger.
We've made the attempt, but...
It seems that our messages never reached her. Someone intercepted them.
It's better that we don't leave this to chance. If Orlais falls to Corypheus, no land is safe.
What do we know about Duke Gaspard?
The man who would have been Emperor. He's Celine's cousin, and was first in line to inherit the throne when Emperor Florian died. Celine outmaneuvered him. She won over the Council of Heralds, who hold authority over title disputes. She became Empress, and he a general in the Imperial Army. He's well loved by the troops. He's also a Chevalier. Most of their number sided with him when he turned on the Empress.
Aren't the Chevaliers part of the army? Why would they follow the Duke?
Most Chevaliers are sworn to serve the crown, but that does not give them faith in the person wearing it. The Empress has tried to improve relations with Ferelden and Navarra. The Chevaliers see her as anti-military. They believe Gaspard could lead the Empire back to the glory of Draken's expansion years.
Who is this Ambassador Briala?
An ambassador in name only. She has organized the elves of Halam Sharal into an underground army. The Empress invited her to the peace talks in a bid to gain the elves' alliance in the war. That would be scandal enough, without the rumor that Briala is a jilted lover of Celine's. A personal grudge and a network of saboteurs at her command. Promising lead.
Wait, the elven leader is a jilted lover of the Empress?
It's not widely known. Just a rumor whispered among the palace servants a few years ago. If it's true and were to get out, the Empress and an elf. The scandal could destroy Celine's court. Even if a lie, Briala could use it to blackmail the Empress. She has some connection to the throne.
Tell me everything we know about the Empress.
Empress Celine is a renowned diplomat and reformer. She works tirelessly to secure peace for the Empire. Unfortunately, many Orlesians view peace as complacency. She has yet to name an heir, leaving the future of the Empire in doubt if anything happens to her. Especially when the next in line is her cousin Gaspard, who's made few friends on the Council of Heralds.
Celine is surrounded at all times by countless guards, courtiers, servants, and vassals. What better place for an assassin to hide than the Empress's own household?
How can Gaspard still be next in line while he wages war against his Empress?
The title Grand Duke indicates that he was a prince before the Empress took the throne.
You've given me plenty to think about.
With Gaspard and Celine's armies entrenched, we cannot openly march troops to the palace.
My agents will ensure your soldiers get inside. But it must be a few at a time to avoid attention.
Understood. Just give the word, and we'll begin.
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
Inquisitor Trevelyan, we meet at last. I've heard so much about you. The rumors coming out of the Western Approach say you battled an army of demons. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
I can see many benefits to such an alliance.
Keep the image firmly in mind. We may see it materialize by the end of the evening. I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. Prepared to shock the Assembly by appearing as the guest of a hateful usurper, my lord? They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Duke Gaspard. I look forward to ending this civil war.
As do I, my friend. The Empire needs stability and security, now more than ever. If you have the safety of the Orlesian people at heart, Inquisitor, perhaps you will look into something for me. This elven woman, Briala, I suspect that she intends to disrupt the negotiations. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
Tell me there's more to your suspicion than the elves were acting dodgy?
That Ambassador Briala used to be a servant of Celine's. That is, until my cousin had her arrested for crimes against the Empire to cover up a political mistake. If anyone in this room wishes Celine harm, Inquisitor, it's that elf. She certainly has reason. Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
Is that the Inquisitor?
What? Imartia? Don't be absurd.
One of the Trevellians, I've heard.
Pardon me, my lord. You haven't seen a ring lying around, have you? It was a gift from the Countess Montbelliard, enchanted by the Fomari. I cannot go into the ball without it.
Is this ring particularly valuable?
Its worth in coin is not as important as its... She will never forgive me. Not even if I live to be 1,000 years old.
That's a terrible predicament.
If the Countess... Should you have... Maker, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
Is this the ring you were looking for?
You are a treasure! I cannot believe you found it! You have saved me a lifetime of mortification. How can I thank you enough?
Is that the Inquisitor?
The Maker has an odd sense of...
Can Gaspard take the throne without... Lady Nightingale makes me nervous. Is it true the Inquisitor was handed out of the Fade by Andraste?
Foreigners.
Interesting.
Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress will put an end to the war tonight.
Pray, my friend. If the Maker does not hear us now, just pray.
Are all the Delancey's here?
Maker, I hope not.
What is Lady Pentecost wearing? Has anyone having a thought on the casualties in the days? We can only hope Celine prevails tonight.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I'm sure you know how to handle most nobility, but the game is nothing like the Free March's intrigues. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
Don't they sound delightful? I'm shocked we haven't invited the court to dinner at Skyhold.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer in the Fade with the Fear Demon.
It might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning. Cassandra is usually not the subtle or cautious type.
I'll have a few discreet words. Everything will be fine. Andraste, watch over us all.
Interesting. Just a gossip.
I can hardly believe Gaspar and Celine are in the same...
Interesting. I had no idea.
How can they call this a list?
Celine was having the entire wing redecorated. But the time
It's obvious there's such a thing now. The sooner we go in,
More of us,
the sooner we can get this over with.
No one has you. Seriously.
The guest wing is not open to the public at this time, Inquisitor.
If nothing else, the Inquisition Jacques Gaspar makes it enough.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspar Shalom, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Trevelyan, son of Parte Trevelyan of Ostwick. Shackle leash of the wayward Order of Templar, purge of the heretics from the ranks of the faithful. Champion of the Blessed Andraste herself. Accompanying the Inquisitor, Caesar, Cassandra, Allegra, Portia, Caligera, Philomena.
Get on with it.
Pantagruel, 14 cousins to the King of Abba, 9 times removed, hero of the faith, right hand of the divine. Madame Vivienne, first enchanter of the Circle of Magi, enchanter of Imperial Court, mistress of the Duke Gisley, renowned author Barrick Dathras, head of the house, cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor?
Lord Inquisitor, we will welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Justice of Leeds, without this gathering never had been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
I'm delighted to be here, Your Majesty.
We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find Halam-Shiral?
I have no words to suffice. Halam-Shiral has many duties, and I couldn't do justice.
Your Modesty does you credit, and speaks well for the Inquisition. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to what you've done. Inquisitor, a word in a moment.
Papa's perfectly happy.
Josephine! Oh, Josephine! Is this him?
Inquisitor, please allow me to present to you my younger sister, Yvette Gabriella Montillier.
Delighted to meet you, Lady Montillier.
Inquisitor, I've heard so much about you, but not as much as I want. Josephine writes, but she never tells me anything.
Is it true? You and Josephine are going to elope and move to the Andes and join the Grey Wardens and fight Darkspawn? Yvette, I want to know.
I already packed our bags, didn't I, darling?
I knew it.
Inquisitor, please give her no more ammunition. Beg you.
This may be my only chance to hear about when Josephine was a girl.
Oh, yes. As she told you about when she was 10 and...
Yvette.
Fine. What about when we were climbing the cliffs by the...
No.
She once told the Duke of...
Absolutely not.
She still plays with her doll collection when no one's looking.
Yvette, that's absurd. Absolutely preposterous.
Which power did the Inquisition throw its weight behind?
Celine has held the throne successfully for years. I see no profit in ousting her. Parte has run military campaigns, but never a kingdom. His transition...
Which power?
Celine... Parte has run military... Parte has...
You...
And I must wait for your tutor's bills. I see many...
Sorry, Josie.
Go on, Josephine.
Cafe Royal must be empty. This uncertainty won't last long.
It's true. The Templars have returned to the faith.
We can hope this is a sign of things to come. What were they doing in the western approach? It's a wasteland.
Have you heard from your nephew?
Not since his regiment joined the fighting.
Did you just
I had hoped
grab
to
my...
tour the
Please,
Royal Wing Gardens.
Inquisitor, did you need something?
They are the
The sooner we
funniest
track
in
down
the
this infiltrator, the
Such
better.
a pity that
Nothing
we
that stands out. I doubt there's...
You've attracted a following.
I don't know, but they won't leave me up. At this point, the headache I'm developing is...
How could the Empress afford to renovate the palace without war going on?
I heard that it
married
wasn't
to my wife.
renovations.
It's been too long since I've had any word from Valois. We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. Gaspard will
No,
ruin us all. Perhaps we can speak later, Inquisitor.
And here we are. You haven't embarrassed yourself as much as I feared. Well done, my dear.
Any words of wisdom for navigating the ballroom?
Speak to the Council of... 6 of them are here. The 7th member... His absence will The Council are the highest-ranking players.
Tell me, Vivian.
What I want is irrelevant, darling. Orlais requires stability, and that is best served by Empress Celine.
It seems like you and...
This is the game, Inquisitor. Of course I enjoy it. If I didn't, I'd be dead by now.
I don't like that question. Nobody should own as many hunters as receiving.
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. Gaspard will ruin us all.